In this fourth angel meditation, we will look at the Archangel Gabriel Trinity. In the first one in the series, we mentioned the different aspects and the importance of the archangels. But because I've decided to make them independent of each other, I will still give a short introduction. And this introduction starts with mentioning again that everything comes from one source. That one source, and there are many different names for that, infinite consciousness. It is basically also the total nothingness that contains everything. And within that, consciousness arises, maybe that's the right word. And as soon as that happened, there was also a self-awareness, and that led to the polarity, the two. The two moved into the Trinity, and that was the first step in creation. These are, you can say, the mother elements for creating. And they're called fire, water, and air in our language. And connected with that are the archangels Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. But those three archangels are also part of the next step. And the next step is the four elemental powers of creation, or for short, the creative powers. And that added Archangel Uriel to the Trinity. Now, each of those archangels have the potential to create. They are holding the creative power. But in order to create, we need a trinity of each of them. And that are the 12 archangels. And in this one, we will look specifically at one of the trinities. And yes, they step down into all kinds of different levels of consciousness and expression. Angels are literally everywhere, but they all are connected to the first four. Or maybe I should say the first three. But out of that, the four that we need in order to understand creation. And the four major ones are basically part of a circle that is a very common symbol, you can say. And that brings the four archangels in this particular relationship, where the fire creates, which is the manifestation at the other side, supported by the two archangels Raphael and Gabriel. And in this whole setup, we look at the trinity of each of those four. And those who have done the previous meditations recognize this one. So each of the four archangels have two that you can say are part of the Trinity needed to fully set creation into motion. And we will look now at the Trinity that is connected to Archangel Gabriel. And you see their names in green. So Gabriel is the holder of the power. But in order to take out of that power what is needed for creation, to bring in the breath of love, the life force into what we create, we need Archangel Haniel. And to set everything into motion that have to do with this quality of the breath of life, love, then we need Archangel Jophiel, the masculine aspect. So what now follows is the meditation to make a deeper connection, allowing you to work with the Trinity of this powerful Archangel Gabriel that brings in love and life into everything that is created. So it represents the breath of the Creator, so to speak, air. So before we go into this deeper connection, we always first prepare to make it possible to go into a deeper connection. And in order to prepare ourselves, we need to relax as deeply as we can. And that is our intention, to relax deeper than ever before. Any experience before needs to literally surpassed. So set your intent to go as deeply as you can, because we have still tension in many parts, including our organs. And every time we set this intention, the system can relax a little bit more. And we take also deeper inhalations and exhalations to stimulate the vagus nerve to support this process. Do this for every meditation that you do. Relax the system. And as a consequence, relax the mind. It doesn't have to be alert and can let go of its control so that the heart can become the guiding principle. And to support the heart, we bring our awareness as fully as possible to it, knowing that our heart will connect us deeper with our spiritual essence, bringing in more light and unconditional love into our system, supporting the relaxation even deeper. And this is the state that will allow you to make connections as deeply as is possible. And it's very important to always honor your connection with Mother Earth. Your physical system is an integrated part of her, and everything you do is affecting her. And that is why it's important to connect with her, so that everything you do is as optimally as possible supporting her and her evolution. So connect with Mother Earth, send her love and light. Send your gratitude for all she provides. And observe and feel what happens when you do that. And you're now ready to connect deeper with the Trinity that is connected to Archangel Gabriel. Air, life force, life, and love. We need that to add to everything that we create. It's one of the things that we forget. Even an object that you create, something that you make from wood or whatever material, needs its full frequency by sending it love and giving it a life force. And the life force brings it to the most optimal vibration so that it can fulfill its function. And we focus first on Archangel and Gabriel, the holder of the power of air, the elemental power of air, life force. And we call in Archangel Gabriel to support us to make the most optimal connection possible with Gabriel and the energies that Archangel Gabriel stands for. Feel the field coming in, expanding, and allowing you to take out of this field those energies that are optimal for you in this moment in your process of developing your ability to be a co-creator in this world. And let's sit for a moment in these energies. And bring now your awareness to the feminine aspect of the Trinity. Archangel Haniel is the guardian of that power. The feminine aspect that helps us to feel and sense what we need from this creative power in order to create and give life to that what we are guided to. Call in Archangel Haniel. Feel the shift in energies. And take out those energies that gives you the wisdom to always connect with the frequencies of life and love to support your creations. Allow yourself to take in the energies as much as you can, and let's sit for a moment feeling what is happening. And we bring now our awareness to the masculine aspect of the Trinity, represented by Archangel Gabriel. The masculine aspect is set into motion, that what through wisdom has been selected from this field of power, so that what is needed for our creation will get the most optimal amount of air energies, making that creation into the most optimal, alive, functional system possible. Let's call in Archangel Gabriel to create a field and feel the shift when that happens. And set now the intention to take out of this field those energies that are optimal for you, that will allow you to set into motion those energies that your creation needs. Give it life and love. Sit in the energies for a moment and feel what happens. And bring now your awareness to all three archangels at the same time. Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Haniel, and Archangel Jophiel. Know that we need all three in order to truly be an optimal co-creator. Feel their energies, their power, and how they are willing to support you so that you can be fulfilling as optimally as possible your soul purpose. You can sit in these energies for as long as you choose. Observe, feel, allow to unfold. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and make sure you're aware of where you are. But meanwhile, enjoy the journey.